But what I want to do and what I will do is you graduate from a college. I think you should get automatically, as part of your diploma, a green card to be able to stay in this country.
So, can Donald Trump actually give students a green card? Let's dive into it and see. I just want you to judge for yourself. Stick to the end of this video. I'm going to share with you the whole video, what he said. But can he really grant students green card after they graduate? And now, there are so many questions. Is he thinking about only those that come in with the F1 student visa, or the undocumented immigrants are also included? The DACA folks, because DACA are children that are born or have parents that are undocumented migrants, and then they just go through the system, but they don't have any um, sort of legal residence here in the United States. So, can he really grant green card to F1 students? Um, is it just for political points? Because Joe Biden recently stated that he's going to grant 500,000 undocumented immigrants a pathway to permanent residency. And all that he did was not a new law that was passed. It was pretty much just a change in the rule, right? So the law is that if you are married to a U.S. citizen, then you can get access to a green card. But for undocumented migrants, they had to move back to their home country, and then they need to go through the U.S. embassy, the consulate, the visa interview process, and all that before they can now get a green card and now relocate back to the United States. But Biden, felt that this was too much for the families for them to deal with. So it's just a change in the rule. The agency, which is the USCIS, just work with them to make things easier for them. So instead of them going back home, they're going to stay within the United States and then have access to permanent residence. But what about students? Is this really feasible that all students, he was arguing for a merit-based green card. As it stands now, I think H1B1 is one of the easiest ways for uh, students to have an access to a permanent residency. Even that one is temporary, and also the national interest waiver. So, how is he even going to do it? Is he just saying this to um, win immigrants over to the Republican Party? For those of you that do not know, the Democrats are pro immigration and the Republicans are anti immigration. So, Democrats, which Joe Biden is leading, they are for immigration. But Donald Trump and his party, they are anti immigration. So, why the U turn? There are so many questions than answers at this point. And if you look at the data, the statistics tells you that when he became a president between 2017, 2018, 2019, all those years, there was um, a decrease, or there was an increase in the denial rate for H-1B visas. So, what has changed? What has changed that in the build up to the 2024 general election, which is going to happen in 2024 November, he is suddenly pro immigration? Guys, I'm not sure what is going on. And for him to even for F1 visa students to be able to get access to green card, it needs to be a law that needs to be passed by Congress. Do you think the Congress or like the Parliament, they would approve of this? I'm not really sure what the dynamics is going to be. There is a possibility, but knowing the man, Donald Trump, and all of a sudden making that U-turn, he's making a sound argument though, because if you watch the video, which I'm going to clip to the end of this, he's stating that there are a lot of brilliant students that come here, they end up going back to their home countries, and they go back and they change their country, they become millionaires and billionaires and all that. So he's saying that there needs to be a way that we can, the United States can actually attract these top talent, these top students that come into the country with F1 visa. So that they can remain in America and help in the development of the economy. But guys, I'm not sure how this is going to be done. I'm not sure even if he's going to keep to his promise. But he said that right on day one when he becomes president, it is going to come to pass. So I just want you to watch the video for yourself and judge, right? Put it in the comment section. Let me hear from you. If you think that this, I mean, this is exciting news. Obviously, I'm all for it. Um, uh, but I just want to hear from you. Do you think that this can really come to pass? So, guys, just watch the video and let me know your thoughts.
We need high skilled workers in this country.
Yes.
We need to recruit the best and brightest from the world.
I agree.
Can you please promise us you will give us more ability to import the best and brightest around the world to America?
I do promise, but I happen to agree. That's why I promise. Otherwise, I wouldn't promise. It's so sad when we lose people from Harvard, MIT, from the greatest schools and lesser schools that are phenomenal schools also. And what I wanted to do, and I would have done this, but then we had to solve the COVID problem because that came in and, sort of dominated for a little while, as you perhaps know. But what I want to do and what I will do is you graduate from a college. I think you should get automatically as part of your diploma a green card to be able to stay in this country. And that includes junior colleges too. Anybody graduates from a college, you go in there for 2 years or 4 years. If you graduate or you get a doctorate degree from a college, you should be able to stay in this country. And you know more stories than I do, but I know of stories where people graduated from a top college or from a college and they desperately wanted to stay here. They had a plan for a company, a concept, and they can't. They go back to India, they go back to China, they do the same basic company in those places, and they become multi-billionaires employing thousands and thousands of people, and it could have been done here. And a bigger example is that you need a pool of people to work for your companies. You have great companies, and they have to be smart people. Not everybody can be less than smart. You need brilliant people. And we force the brilliant people, the people that graduate from college, the people that are number one in their class from the best colleges, you have to be able to recruit these people and keep the people. It was such a big deal. Somebody graduates at the top of the class. They can't even make a deal with the company because they don't think they're going to be able to stay in the country. That is going to end on day one.